Debonair.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to the notification gang for hitting the like button, and the video wouldn't even start yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Yo, man, I have a very interesting video to show y'all right now, man. I'm gonna play like 2 minutes of the video real quick. I'm gonna play it for like two and a half minutes of the video, and then we're gonna come right back because I got a lot to say.
A teenager charged with sexual assault who court documents show visited golf courses, restaurants, and stores while he was supposed to be on house arrest went before a judge this morning. But as Live 5's Katie Cameron reports, despite the fact that he was there to make a guilty plea, the family of the victims say they don't feel like justice was served.
3.5 years after Bowen Turner was charged with sexually assaulting his first victim, and almost 3 years after he allegedly sexually assaulted his second, he pleaded guilty before an Orangeburg County judge. But Turner did not plead guilty to the charge he was facing, first-degree criminal sexual conduct. According to Sarah Ford, an attorney for the victims, Turner pleaded guilty to a lesser sentence this morning.
The defendant pled guilty to assault and battery and was given a probationary sentence. He's not even required to register on the sex offender registry unless he messes up yet again.
Despite the fact that criminal court proceedings are open to the public, Live 5 News was denied access to the courtroom to watch the plea hearing, something that's against the law. This video was taken by the Times and Democrat, Orangeburg's local paper, who shared it with Live 5. But after the hearing, the Stallers, the family of Turner's first alleged victim, joined together with the Besses, the family of the second, to discuss the hearing.
I'm extremely disappointed. I just feel like no matter what we say, it falls on deaf ears.
We don't feel like justice has been wholly satisfied here today, and that's truly unfortunate.
Court documents show Turner was out on bond for the first alleged assault when he was arrested for the second. According to those documents, he'd been out on bond a majority of the time since then, on house arrest and with a GPS monitor. But documents reveal instead of staying at home as ordered by a judge, he visited various golf courses 19 times, as well as restaurants, sporting goods shops, and even went out of state.
There have been issue after issue with this case. This defendant has ignored court order after court order, and these victims have just been told to sit and endure.
Ford says the judge did sign a permanent restraining order for the victims, but tells us Turner's charge can be expunged because he was sentenced under the Youthful Offender Act. An expungement means the charges would be totally removed from Turner's public record. The charges would not show up in a background search. The family say this has been a judicial roller coaster, overwhelming and disheartening, especially after the death of one of the victims, Dallas Staller, last November.
Yeah, man, wow. Just wow. There was a guy, I don't know if y'all remember this. There was a guy a while back, right? there was a guy that went to a party. I believe he was at college. I think he was like 19 or 20 years old. He was at college at whatever, and he was on a swim team, right? He was varsity swim team. Went to a party. A girl apparently was either drunk or high or probably both, whatever. She wasn't able to mentally give consent. That's all that matters. He takes the girl outside, pulls her behind a garbage can, forces himself on her, in her. Thankfully, there was two guys that was riding a bike that saw all this and jumped on him and stopped him while he was trying to run away. Mind you, the girl is damn near unconscious, doesn't know what the hell is going on. She was just sexually assaulted. She had no idea. Well, could barely even fight this guy off of him. His name was Brock Turner. So when I heard of this story, right, this story actually popped up on my timeline. When I heard this story, I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, yo, this story sounds extremely familiar. If y'all remember, Brock Turner only did 6 months, right? Because y'all know he had money. And the judge was like, oh, well, I don't want to damage his reputation. He's young and he's on the swim team and all this, that, and the third. But, when it comes to black people, y'all don't have that type of mindset. But whatever. So they gave him 6 months. And then I think he got out in 3 months on good behavior. Now you have this guy, right? I forgot the guy's name. I'll make sure to put it in the title, hopefully, if I remember. I forgot this guy's name. Now you have this guy who sexually assaulted multiple women. did a little bit of time, got out, and now he's going to have his record expunged. And all this is happening because his father is a defense attorney, right? So he gets a slap on the wrist, and then they send him on his merry way. I did a video a while back, depending on when I dropped this video. I did a video a while back, right, where I was saying, like, ladies, make sure, I can't remember the name of it. Ladies, make sure you have protection on you at all times, even at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the damn truth, because you never know when these creepy ass damn guys come out of nowhere. And it happens when you least expect it. It happens when you least expect it, ladies. So that's why when I be telling y'all, man, please make sure y'all get something. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn knife or no taser or no pepper. No, forget that. Get you a gun with some bullets. Train yourself so you know how to properly use it and aim it. So things like this, I'm not saying that if you have a gun, it's not going to happen, but you can minimize it from happening. Because the justice system is only for certain people of color. That's number one, but that's the topic for another day. But it's only available for certain people that have these types of, that have money, that's either people that's involved in these type of political, these politicians or defense attorneys or in the police or whatever the case may be. These types of things happen all the time. These types of things happen all the damn time. I honestly believe he keeps getting off because his dad is a damn defense attorney. That's how he's able to sexual assault a girl one day, do a little bit of time, get out, and then sexual assault another damn girl. He got arrested. I'm like, how the hell you get arrested 2-3 times in the same year for the same charge? And y'all keep letting this man out? That's crazy to me. That honestly, I'm telling y'all right now, that is crazy to me. And I feel for these women. One of the women dies, so RIP to her. That's terrible. That's terrible. The family can't even damn grieve in peace because this man keeps getting damn off. This man was on house arrest, out here traveling, going to sports bars 19 times, traveling, left the state. What the heck? What? You're under house arrest and you're able to leave the state like that? Put him on house arrest, then the judge will take him off house arrest, put him back on house arrest again. I'm looking at these people like, bro, goddamn, must be nice. Must be goddamn nice. I got homies that's locked up for that's currently still locked up for goddamn selling weed. I got homies that's locked up for doing breaking and entering. I got a homie that did damn 4 years for robbing clothes out of a goddamn mall. 4 years for robbing clothes out of a goddamn. He stole some crap out of some designer. I think it was like True Religion. I can't remember what it was. Stealing clothes out of whatever it was out of a damn mall. 4 years. But this man gets a sexual assault, multiple women in the same year, gets locked up and charged 3 different times on separate occasions. And the only thing that it can do is say, oh yeah, how about this? We're going to let you be able to expunge yourself because of ABC 1, 2, 3. The justice system only exists for people. I'm not going to say it again, what I said the first time. But the justice system only exists for people that have money, these politicians, these people that have, like, for example, in his position where his dad is a goddamn defense attorney, stuff like that. The justice system damn sure ain't for damn minorities. It damn sure ain't for average, annual income earners such as myself and y'all. It's sad, but it's true. And I love what the lady. Make sure if you're still listening, make sure you stay tuned towards the end of the video. I'm going to play the full video in its entirety. It's about 6 or 7 minutes. But there is a girl in the video who appears to be Caucasian. There's a lady in the video that literally says, "Hey, if a black man did this, his ass would have been off the streets and in prison already." And she is correct. She is correct. That's facts. That is facts. That a black man did half. Man, listen. I always love seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, especially Caucasian people, but just people in general. I love when people come out and say stuff like that. Again, stay towards the end of the video, man. I'm going to play the whole video in its entirety. She literally said that. She's like, yo, this, a black man did this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. She's correct. That's facts. So tell me, why is it that these guys can go out here committing this crazy ass acts, get charged and arrested for it, and then do a little bit of time and then get out? Just like him and just like the other guy that sexual assaulted the lady behind the garbage can, Brock Turner. You have to be the lowest of the low to go in and force yourself on another damn woman, bro. Like, man, listen. Ooh, man, I'm trying to make sure I don't say anything because YouTube already don't like me. They love flagging my videos for no damn reason, but it is what it is. I'm trying not to say anything that's gonna get me in trouble on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy to me, yo. It's crazy, man. Jesus Christ, man. Again, man, my heart goes out to the family members, man, especially the woman that lost her child. I'm not too sure what the full detail was. I believe like the lady, the one of the women that he sexually assaulted, like she ended up committing suicide because she couldn't handle it, or some nonsense like that, man. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, man. Wow, man. I hope they get this man in prison. I mean, clearly they're not going to, but one can only hope. I hope they get this man in prison and keep his ass there for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I honestly don't know what else to say, man. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Please, 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 if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, hit that bell symbol on the side so anytime I make an upload, notification will pop up and alert you. Also, too, make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure y'all hit that share. I look forward to reading all y'all comments, if any. So, until next time, please, man, y'all be safe for her, cuz.
A teenager charged with sexual assault who court documents show visited golf courses, restaurants, and stores while he was supposed to be on house arrest went before a judge this morning. But as Live 5's Katie Cameron reports, despite the fact that he was there to make a guilty plea, the family of the victims say they don't feel like justice was served.
3.5 years after Bowen Turner was charged with sexually assaulting his first victim, and almost 3 years after he allegedly sexually assaulted his second, he pleaded guilty before an Orangeburg County judge. But Turner did not plead guilty to the charge he was facing, first-degree criminal sexual conduct. According to Sarah Ford, an attorney for the victims, Turner pleaded guilty to a lesser sentence this morning.
The defendant pled guilty to assault and battery and was given a probationary sentence. He's not even required to register on the sex offender registry unless he messes up yet again.
Despite the fact that criminal court proceedings are open to the public, Live 5 News was denied access to the courtroom to watch the plea hearing, something that's against the law. This video was taken by the Times and Democrat, Orangeburg's local paper, who shared it with Live 5. But after the hearing, the Stallers, the family of Turner's first alleged victim, joined together with the Besses, the family of the second, to discuss the hearing.
I'm extremely disappointed. I just feel like no matter what we say, it falls on deaf ears.
We don't feel like justice has been wholly satisfied here today, and that's truly unfortunate.
Court documents show Turner was out on bond for the first alleged assault when he was arrested for the second. According to those documents, he'd been out on bond a majority of the time since then, on house arrest and with a GPS monitor. But documents reveal instead of staying at home as ordered by a judge, he visited various golf courses 19 times, as well as restaurants, sporting goods shops, and even went out of state.
There have been issue after issue with this case. This defendant has ignored court order after court order, and these victims have just been told to sit and endure.
Ford says the judge did sign a permanent restraining order for the victims, but tells us Turner's charge can be expunged because he was sentenced under the Youthful Offender Act. An expungement means the charges would be totally removed from Turner's public record. The charges would not show up in a background search. The family say this has been a judicial roller coaster, overwhelming and disheartening. especially after the death of one of the victims, Dallas Stoller, last November.
The fact that the defendant is going to walk free today, and our sister is never going to walk the earth again. And we feel like not only her voice was stolen, but ours is too.
Despite the frustration and the fact that Turner's plea is not the closure they were seeking, the families say there's more to their story.
It's a very defeating feeling, but I refuse to be defeated.
What we need to do moving forward, and that is to continue to be a voice for victims across the state of South Carolina who seemingly have no voice.
Now, we asked prosecutors and Turner's defense attorney, state legislator Brad Hutto, for comment as they were leaving the courtroom this morning, but they would not say anything. As for the illegal refusal to allow Live 5 in a courtroom that was open to other members of the public, our lawyers are addressing that.
There are no victims' rights. It's 3.5 years. Where are they? And you're dismissing that because she's passed away.
Now the two families say prosecutors have approached them about offering a plea deal to Turner. Chloe and her family are frustrated.
It's like when you go into a convenience store, you rob it at gunpoint, but then you get charged with stealing a candy bar.
And the Stollers feel as though they may never have justice for Dallas. Sexual conduct in Bamberg County in January of 2019. Turner was released on bond, but was required to wear a GPS monitor. A few months later, a judge allowed him to remove it. But less than 5 months after that first arrest, while he was still out on bond, court documents show Turner was arrested again. He was slapped with that same charge, first-degree criminal sexual conduct. An affidavit reveals the arrest also stems from a party, this time in Orangeburg County. The victim was not named because she was a minor at the time, but Chloe Bess says she was the one sexually assaulted by Turner in June of 2019 when she was 16.
I just remember being like so petrified, like I was frozen. I honestly just remember sitting there looking at the stars, just like praying for it to be done, just waiting for it to be over with so I can run away.
The father of Dallas Stoller says in 2018, his daughter was the president of her senior class, smart and outgoing.
A friend to almost everyone she met. That was just her. She had a huge heart.
One night, Dallas came home from a party intoxicated, distraught, and covered in these bruises, saying she had been sexually assaulted. It
was very upsetting, obviously, and very disheartening, and very, I like to use the word tragic once we found out who the alleged individual was.
Dallas's family says they later pressed charges against her classmate, 16-year-old Bowen Turner. Public records show he was arrested and charged with
sexually assaulted at a party. She was severely beaten and had to be taken to the hospital. Obviously, that was a very traumatic experience for her, and for you as well. You were here. You were here that night, you know, and I got the phone call up in Pennsylvania. The reason that we are talking about this and we're trying to bring this to light is because of how this situation has been handled. If this was any other, if this was a black guy, if this was a brown guy, if this was anyone that wasn't of privilege, if this was someone who did not have a South Carolina state senator as their representative and just a public defendant, we would certainly not be